Why is that kid here? Send him home, or else I'll kill you. Has Rustfire fallen so low that you want to send a kid like that to battle?
I already knew it was you back in the mine. I certainly didn't have enough ink to stop so many monsters. I don't know how he came, but as for why, you were there too, didn't you hear everything? Ica wants to avenge his parents who got captured by executive officers and died in jail. That ordeal transformed the child into a warrior. The darkness affects every syndicate equally, so everyone has the right to fight back. Right, Crash? Or does the guardian of the homeless think that kid's not worthy enough to fight?
You're the one who incited them. You shamelessly wrote and spread all that propaganda about fighting injustice and taking back Syndicate.
Oh, so you read what I wrote! Don't you find it passionate and riveting?
It's a crock of rubbish! You made this mess, and now hundreds of armed execs and 2 armored mechs are attacking the Drifter camp. So many in the camp just died from mania. What are you going to fight against the executive committee with?
Of course, we can't rely on the Drifter camp alone. But there's no shortage of people who want to get rid of the executive committee and take back Syndicate, right? I put the ruins of that mech on the front page. A victory like that can really boost morale.
You're inciting a bunch of delusional fools to die!
Only those who wanted to fight in the first place can be incited. And those are precisely the heroes whose awakening I want to witness. If they're determined to go to war, who am I to disagree? Oh, I get it now. Your little homeless pals got incited too. All those cute little sinners went to help. Oh, they really went. No wonder Julian's still alive. It's been a while since I've seen them. I'm glad how capable they've become. I guess that makes sense. Everyone except you used to be so sweet to their teacher. The homeless all love me, right? That hurts.
You've got some nerve to mention that.
Why not? I look fondly upon those times. Loosen up a bit! My whole purpose of coming to Rustfire was to open a school. I took good care of you guys. I wrote all the teaching materials myself. Syndicate Academy! Isn't it great? I can realize my dream and protect the homeless at the same time. Giving them knowledge is giving them strength. That way, they won't ever be misled or bullied again, right? You let all those naughty kids come to me because you think that, no? What, you took everyone away just because I went to do some work in Eastside? You made everyone skip class and damage school facilities. Alas, is this how you repay my kindness? You really know how to break a teacher's heart.
Quit acting. If I had known your real motive, I never would have believed those lies.
Supplies are short, but if we work hard, we can still afford to support a few dozen kids. More importantly, they all show a lot of potential. Angry, unyielding, and trusting of each other. A couple of them are powerful sinners. The next generation of Syndicate all believe in her. They'll become the best Rustfire warriors of the future.
Your little plot can't escape the ears of the shadows. The gangs who oppress the homeless are indeed scum. But the hypocrite who exploits them is even worse!
Are you angry because I remind you of Yagyu? The one who used to call you daughter.
You spied on me?
I'm not only a teacher, but also a journalist. Of course I'd know that. You loathe Syndicate. You want to keep the homeless away from strife, away from the center of the storm, and away from a world where violence endlessly repeats itself. You don't believe that the grown-ups who messed up this place can make it better. But not all grown-ups are your enemies. A lot of people want to shatter and transform this dark jungle where violence reigns supreme. All they need is the chance and the flag to rally around. You see how many people my little leaflets resonated with? They defend Drifter Camp precisely because they can't bear it any longer and yearn for change. The silent ones have come forward with the same desire as yours. Now they finally have the courage to do something about it. Don't you think this will usher in the real change?
You don't like violence, do you? Then you also know nothing about Syndicate. Even if you incite everyone in the city who wants change to be your cannon fodder, nothing will change for the better. Everyone says they hate violence, but violence has already been ingrained in their souls. The more you want to realize a dream, the more shortcuts you're willing to take. All these years, the fastest shortcut in Syndicate has always been violence. As someone who's willing to become cannon fodder and incites others to do the same, don't you realize you're no different? Rustfire hasn't found a way to change things at all. You're bound to fail. Just wait and see.
It's so sad to hear these words from a kid like you. It's because you don't read enough.
What did you say? Get lost! When did you hide the ink in my shadow?
Gonna accept that you lost to me fair and square? If not, then blame yourself for being both stubborn and uneducated. Can't believe someone like this has the nerve to skip class. You're still so naive, little guardian. You can't outwit a grown-up.
I dare you to try it again!
No thanks. We're really made for each other. We both manipulate dark substances, tread the darkness, and live in this broken land. You became my favorite student the moment I saw you. You're the most bipolar child I've ever met. You can't see the light, nor can you fall into the darkness. You've been struggling alone all these years. You're a lot like my friends. So miserable and adorable at the same time. When this war is over, take the children back to class. After my mission ends, I won't need to travel anymore. I'll rebuild Syndicate Academy and teach you well. Believe it or not, I didn't create this school to trick you into fighting. I want you to live and grow up in peace. I have only one real purpose for opening that school. As Syndicate's great romantic poet, I must personally teach my works to my students, who will spread them to the world. That way, my poems will be immortalized for all eternity.
I'm gonna pull out your tongue, you lying bastard! pull it out next time. You better watch out. The shadows have eyes on you.
Acting all tough in front of me, but fleeing at the sight of her. What's there to be afraid of? Such a little cutie. All right, come in. Someone came to have a heart-to-heart chat with me just now. Sorry for the wait. Where are those two kids of yours? One of them doesn't seem to be doing that well. Did you talk to her? Seems you've already made up your mind.